This is like the most stressed I've ever been. That's just a little Pookie. She is just the most infuriating character ever. Literally, who lets 10-year-olds read this series? There's so much emotional damage. This woman is my biggest op, actually. Oh. Hi guys, and welcome back, I guess. So this is probably the most exciting thing / video I have ever done in my life, and that is rereading the entire 1 through 7 Harry Potter series. I did read this back maybe when I was like 10, 12-ish, something like that, but I have not read it since, and so therefore I forgot a lot of information, because I forget a lot of information about the books I read like 1 month ago. Basically, we're kind of reading it for the first time ever, since I have a slightly more developed brain. With that being said, this video is going to be full spoilers. If you have not read this entire thing or watched them all, don't watch this, because from me reading the first book, I'm talking about stuff that happened in book 7 too that I remember. So you have been warned. This is full spoilers throughout the whole thing. So if you just read book 1, you can't watch any of this, you know what I mean? Buckle up, stick around for this literal movie length video, because this is going to be a fun one. And again, full spoilers throughout the whole series. If you have not read or watched them all, do not continue. Clearly I'm editing this, but I forgot to mention, we also literally in this video go to the Harry Potter store in Chicago. Yep. Anyways, back to the enjoy. Now presenting Katelyn's Harry Potter reading vlog. Finally, I started this in July. Guys, it is a big day here in the Reading with Katelyn household. I have officially started my first Harry Potter reread in over 10 years. First of all, them all being Kindle, insane. I've literally read to page 10, but so far I'm just so hooked and want to binge this series. But I'm also trying to read other things, because I want to start this now so I can read it mostly in the fall and winter, but I feel like saving all the books for like September, I wouldn't be able to finish it then. But starting now, I think we'll be good and into the series by then, because then I also want to watch the movies like in the fall and winter. So starting now, it is July 30th, 28th, 29th, something like that. Checkpoint number 1. Okay, I don't have like a big update or anything, but I am on page 31. I am 10% through the first Harry Potter, and I feel like I kind of didn't have many expectations going into this. Like, obviously I love it, and like this is part of my childhood, and I've watched the movies millions of times, but I didn't know really how it would be rereading it, because I haven't in like 10 years. I was a little worried it'd be like slightly obvious that it was for younger people, but honestly so far it's reading completely fine. Like, I haven't been like, oh my god, that's like cringy, or that's like for 10-year-olds, you know? It's going great, and it's just really taking me back and kind of making me feel nostalgic and just like so happy to be rereading this. And it's just such like a fall vibe series. I mean, it's literally August 3rd, but so I just passed the point where they go to the zoo, and Harry kind of talks to the snake, and it like goes after Dudley and his friend, and that scene always just makes me giggle, because the Dursleys are just so infuriating, and so that scene just makes me giggle. I'm so excited to keep going. That's really all I have to say so far. No one ever in his whole life had written him. So sad for him, but also I know what he becomes, and freaking Vernon has to freaking take it from him. It's like, give the kid his freaking letter. Also, it's like illegal to open other people's mails. I mean, not that he gives a frick, but oh, ridiculous. We think it might be nice if you moved into Dudley's second bedroom. Why does he have a second bedroom in the first place? He's freaking the worst child ever. I had to take my case off to charge my Kindle, and like, this thing is so light. I never remember what it's like without the case. Like, how does this thing have entire Harry Potter series on it right now? On that note, I'm 20% out, and I'm gonna keep going. They're on the train to Hogwarts now, and they just met Hermione, which that one time someone told me I looked like her. Anyways, but Ron says, whatever house I'm in, I hope she's not in it. Little do you know. And then also when Harry saw Ginny for the first time, I was just like, little do you know. I can't wait to get to Hogwarts for the first time in like 10 years. Okay guys, I am almost done with the first book. I think I'm like 75% through it, and I just went downstairs to grab my copy of it, and this book is honestly kind of disgusting. It's like straight up falling apart. I'm not gonna lie. So I was thinking about it, and I don't have like a proper set. I got all my books clearly used. I mean, I use this one a lot too, but it's like from a library at first. I don't know how I got this or what, but I think I am going to buy a box set, because when I get my own personal library in my own space, I've always wanted to get like a proper box set of the books. I think I want the one that has like the houses or whatever it is, like on the spines, but I'm not sure. Also though, I was at Barnes the other day and they had a table and the books were BOGO 50, all the Harry Potter books, and I looked online and it's not showing online, so I may stop in today and like kind of do the math on that to see if the box set still is cheaper. As for the update on this, I'm absolutely living for this reread. It is just actually the most magical feeling ever, and I feel like it's just gonna keep growing and growing as I get deeper into the series, because I just love this world so much, and it is just making me feel so many feelings and emotions, and I just feel so happy to be reading this series again, and it's going really great. And honestly, I'm remembering a lot more than I thought, specifically about this book, but I feel like as the series goes on I won't remember as much like details. But I'm just so excited to keep reading the series, and I really think I am gonna buy a box set, because I just feel like reading these physically is also just gonna hit and like a little insight into me. I feel like lately especially I don't know if it's like OCD or what, but lately I have just been getting really into my germophobia, so this book is kind of grossing me out, honestly, about all the kids who have done whatever with it. So I think I might look into getting a box set. I don't know, I need to do some research. That's the update, but I'm absolutely loving it. I'm at the part where Hagrid's dragon is about to hatch, and I just love that freaking dragon. And it's kind of crazy to me that we are 75% through and we are just now about to get them going after the sorcerer's stone. Well, not even just about, like, we're not even close to being there yet. I love the pacing of this book actually, because the first like 30% was all Harry with the Dursleys, but now we're at the school, we're chilling, we saw Halloween, we saw Christmas, we saw all the things. That's just adding to the vibes of this. So this is the perfect fall series to reread. In the movies, is Buckbeak the dragon from the first book? I don't remember, but this one, Norbert, whatever, they just took it to Ron's brother Charlie's friends, and then they got caught sneaking around and left the freaking invisibility cloak in the tower. I'm just like, guys, literal like chills. I love this series. We're at the part where they're in the woods looking for like the injured unicorn, and then he who must not be named is drinking from the unicorn. At least I'm pretty sure that's who it was. The dog Fang bolted to ballad. Forenzi, the guy. Whenever you're buying like a box set like this, always shop around, because Target specifically, like the Throne and Glass box set on their shelves in store, it's like $100 some, but if you look online it's like $80. So always shop around and price match. Walmart's usually cheaper too, and like Sam's Club and Costco have books too, so that's where I'm gonna look for the Harry Potter set. I'm just gonna see if I can look online if they have it, and I'll probably get it somewhere like that, unless the Barnes like BOGO 50 is cheaper. I might tab it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna look around. Actually, I think the Wi-Fi's out. Okay, I'll see you later. I'm gonna research this. This is why you do the math, because even though the individual paperbacks are BOGO 50, it's still $93, but yet the box set, the edition I want of the box set, is $80. So don't get tricked. I have 30 pages left in Harry Potter. I am absolutely obsessed, which is crazy to me that kind of like with the Hunger Games books too, you think like the games is like the whole book, but it's not. Like this too, we haven't even got to like the main, I guess, like mission. This is just one of those series that I can picture absolutely perfectly, because obviously I've seen the movies a million times and I've read the books countless times before too, so this is just like the best experience ever. 30 pages to go. I'm absolutely loving it. We are about to go get the Sorcerer's Stone. This is such like a powerful first book in the series actually. It's crazy to me that I have 39 pages left, which some of that may be like extra stuff and acknowledgements, and they are just now going to try and get the cloak, and we're not even like here yet. Like they're still like talking about it. So excited I decided to do this reread, and I cannot wait to get my physical copies because I just want to like look at them, and I've wanted these for years. I just got a notification that my box set shipped. First of all, so excited. Second of all, they're officially in, what's this called? The Chamber of Secrets is the next book. The basement, we'll call it the basement, where they're gonna go get the stone and, you know, face whatever happened. And I'm getting nervous. Like, I'm like, I want to stop reading and be on my phone because I'm nervous, even though I literally know how this goes. 20-ish pages left. That's crazy. Okay, definitely, like, once he was in the fight with Voldemort, it feels like weird saying his name in real life. I feel like it ended kind of quickly because they were like in the fight and then it just like ended and he woke up in the hospital. This book is for like 10-year-olds, you know? The whole like Snape pipeline is just so crazy in this book because like obviously I know everything he's done that's good, but like in this I was still like, you know what I mean? Like then he does so much good, but he's just I literally love Hagrid. He's in his hospital room crying. He's like, it's all my fault. I literally love him. Guys, I love this book so much. These characters just, they're everything. This reread, best thing ever. I definitely have tried to do this before, but it wasn't the right time, and now it's like so the right time. Anyways, I have like 5 pages left, and then we're gonna mark it as read, and then maybe even start a new book tonight. Maybe I'll want to go into the second Harry Potter though. Why could I cry? I just finished it. That was amazing, incredible. 10 stars, 10 out of 5 stars. I literally could cry. Good morning, friends. Today I did in fact start the second book. I was not planning on it, but it was the only thing I could think of, so of course I just went for it. I listened for about like an hour and I am 16% now and it's going great. The freaking Dobby scene where he comes into Harry's room at the Dursleys, that scene always has stressed me out because he's like being so loud and they were having like the dinner party thing. I was just like, Dobby, I love you, but like, and I'm so sorry for what you have to go through, but just because then obviously Harry got in trouble for using magic even though Dobby did. But right now he just went to Nocturne Alley instead of Diagon, and now they are all back together with Hermione, even Hagrid, and they are shopping for some school supplies. And I remember because like when they got their school list, it was all the books by that one author. I can't remember his name right now. And I remember he's like one of the teachers and he's a little like whatever, which I don't remember too much of the details, but yeah, I'm so excited to keep going. I love this series so much, and these books are so easy to get through. I mean, obviously they get bigger and bigger, but this one's like 340 pages, so. Oh, I did just want to say too, I got the audiobook on the Hoopla app because it wasn't on Spotify, I don't think. No, like not at all. It wasn't on Spotify. Libby, my library didn't have it, but then it has it on Hoopla. So like, I don't understand. But, and I think you had to buy it everywhere else, but on Hoopla, I could just borrow it right away and it's going great. So check out Hoopla if you're wanting to listen to this series or really any other book, so. Also, I just wanted to say the Harry and Ginny lore from the first and second books, how she like hides every time she sees them or like knocks something over. Dead, literally dead. The crumbs though, so good, so good. I like can't wait to pick up on more crumbs because I really don't think I've read these in like 10 years and even like watched all the movies like in a row and not just like whatever ones randomly on TV in like probably honestly that like same amount of time, which is kind of crazy. Going to keep going and pick up on some more Ginny crumbs. In huge news, this is my new prized possession. I have wanted these literally since they came out, like this edition, but I was like, no, like I have my other ones, you know, but this, I am so happy I got them. Let me just quickly show all the covers because they are insane. Book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5, book 6. They smell different than other books, but not in a bad way. Book 7. Hermione makes me laugh in this because she looks so different than she does in the movies. But yeah, I am so excited, and it's so cute seeing like how long these are in real life. I'm going to finish this one now, hopefully, because I literally have to finish it today. Okay, I'm about 50%. I'm like that far through so far. going great. Nothing really has happened too much yet, but I'm so excited to keep going. This is one of my favorites. Well, they're all just my favorite, but I love the Weasley's house. Me and my childhood best friend, we actually built this on Minecraft and out of dirt, and it was just core memory, you know? So I just love their whole house and their dynamic, and it's just, I love it so much. I don't really have much to say. It's Halloween now, where we're at now, and I cannot wait for fall and Halloween. We're at the part where the heir of Slytherin can unlock the Chamber of Secrets, and they're like, who could it be? It's not who you think it is. Okay, I feel like this is the most recent movie I've watched. I remember this one, and I just remember Moaning Myrtle. Oh my lord, that character, she just, oh my gosh. Which we've only got the couple scenes with her, like the first one in the bathroom, and then when they were at the ghost party, which that's not in the movie, and it was like, but I have like 100 pages left. It's going good. I feel like this one is not, I don't know, I really like the start of it when they're not at Hogwarts yet, when they're at the house, but while they're here, it's just kind of like, okay, it's cool. But they're making the potion now, and it's, I think this is the chapter where they use it and ask Malfoy about the Slytherin heir and all that. Don't look at me that closely, but I have 40 pages left exactly, and I'm hoping to finish it tonight. It's like 10:15 though. I can't stop now, you know what I mean? Okay, they're in the Chamber of Secrets, which freaking that teacher Lockhart, oh my god, bro, he's so annoying. Literally, it never fails that Harry gets separated from Ron and Hermione and has to do like the mission on his own, which I'm like, I mean, he is the main guy, but like, give him a chance. Ginny having Tom's diary is like one of the best twists. Like, there was no hints to see this besides the person who stole it from Harry from being a Gryffindor, but even still, she's like barely in the books, which this was a great twist. I feel like I was definitely super shocked about this when I first read this, and I was still like, I put it together eventually, but I forgot completely that this happened until we got like some actual hints about it. Dobby got a sock. You shall not harm Harry Potter. I just finished the book. Absolutely loved it, of course. I can't wait to get to the next one because I just remember Prisoner of Azkaban being one of my favorites, so I'm so excited. I might try and force myself to read something in between it though. I'm not sure though, but knowing me, could just go straight into it. It is time for our first book 3 update. So honestly, when I've been reading this for the past weekish, I haven't like sat down with dedicated reading time. It's only been a couple pages before bed when I'm out and have some free time. So I haven't really updated much. And also with the start of all of these books, it's kind of mundane in the sense that it's Harriet the Dursleys hating the Dursleys because they suck, uncovering some force that Harry's gonna be fighting at the start of this year, getting to Hogwarts, meeting up with meeting up with Hermione and Ron in Diagon Alley, shopping for their school supplies, getting to school, the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, whatever. So it's very like repetitive, and it definitely does kind of go back over and summarize what happened in the other books for really like the first 30%. That's all you're getting, which is totally fine, you know what I mean? But for someone who's reading them back to back, I'm a little like, you know, but this is going good. We just had Professor Lupin's first Defense Against the Dark Arts class, so with the Boggart in the closet, and he didn't let Harry fight it, which we all probably know how that would have went. It would have been bad. So we're doing that right now. Sirius is still on hallows. He was just sighted somewhere near Hogwarts by a muggle, and I remember liking Sirius's character a lot. I forgot though, Malfoy mentioned something and he's like, I can't believe you're not hunting him down, Harry, something like that. And I remember that he was kind of blamed for James and, oh god, is it Lily's death? But I don't remember much more than that. I do remember that he's Harry's like uncle or whatever, and I'm excited to see when he pops up and all that. I'm really excited about that, to get the story in full motion. But the thing about these books is like the action, like the final battle doesn't happen until like the last like 50 pages, which is fine because this is for kids, you know? But yeah, I'm really eating up. I just remember this one being my favorite for some reason, which right now it's not really sitting that way, but I also feel like Goblet of Fire and the 5th one, and really they all just have something that's like my favorite about them. That is my mini little update. Hopefully I'll have time to like sit and binge this soon, but I just haven't, and it's really sad because I love this series so much, so I just want to like dedicate so much time to it. But I have been thinking about starting the movies again, but I feel like I need to just binge them all at once in the end. I'll see you guys hopefully for some actual sit-down reading time next. Oh, earlier I couldn't remember who Buckbeak was, but I remember now the class thing where she attacks Draco, which LOL. I'm sorry, but LOL. Also, we need to circle back to Draco. The whole fan fiction of him thing, what's it called? I know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. I know, what's it called? Anyways, have any of you read that, and should I read it? Also, where can I read it? Is it on Kindle? Is it just like a illegally downloaded thing? I don't know. Let me know though. Let's talk about it. I just hit 35% of book number 3, page 162, and we just got to the part where the Gryffindor common painting is slashed, and they're like, Sirius Black did it. I want to keep reading so bad, but I have to be up at like 5 a.m. and it's like 10 o'clock, so I need to go to bed, even though I'm not really tired. But I'm so excited to continue this tomorrow. I won't have much reading time, but hopefully I can get some in. I remember Lupin, I think I remember liking him, but so Snape is like giving him that potion. I don't remember like what it's for, because I'm getting another teacher confused that was also doing something sus. I don't remember what happened, but I'm so excited to keep reading because I love this book, and I'm so excited to see Sirius in this cover. His chapter's picture was his dog form, or a dog, I don't know. That's just a little Pookie. Good night. Hi guys, I have some updates. As for the book, I am about 50% now, and today I'm excited. I just read for like a half hour, and it's like the longest stretch I've read in like weeks, so it's feeling great. But I just love this edition because it feels like nostalgic holding it. I don't know, I can't describe it. Like, it doesn't feel like an adult book, which I love. But I just read the chapter where Harry snuck to Hogsmeade and overheard all the professors and then the minister talking about Sirius Black and like explaining the whole story, which crazy. And we also got introduced to the map, the Mordor's map. I don't know how to say that, and like the names on it, and I can't wait to relearn that because I really forget like all the details, especially in this, 'cause I haven't really watched or read in years. So yeah, I just remember like who is involved with that. I don't remember the details. But another thing I love about these books is the pictures in this. And doesn't Sirius send him the fireball? I think he does. So I'm really excited to read this chapter and like meet Sirius again. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going a little bit more today, and I'm so excited. I thought you two'd value your friend more in broomsticks or rats. That's all. Period, Hagrid. Ron and Hermione's fighting sometimes. It's just like, guys, you're gonna go through so much together. Just work it out. And your pets are not who you think they are. Freaking Peter Pettigrew. Everything is happening. I'm like anxious, but like I know what eventually happens. We just passed Buckbeak's execution, which if I didn't know how they fixed that, I would be very upset right now. Now they went under the willow and followed the path. Crookshanks laying on Sirius's heart. I forgot that Lupin was a werewolf. I was like, why does he keep getting sick? Like, I couldn't remember. Yes, that makes so much more sense. Peter Pettigrew. I don't know how I did it, he said slowly. I think the only reason I never lost my mind is that I knew I was innocent. That wasn't a happy thought though, so the Dementors couldn't suck it out of me. But it kept me sane, and knowing who I am helped me keep my powers. So when it all became too much, I could transform into myself, become a dog. Dementors can't see, you know. I'm gonna cry now. Ron, haven't I been a good pet? I let you sleep in my bed. Yeah, that's what I would be worried about too. And like in his pocket. Oh, literally, this is why I love Sirius. Time to turn back the time. Buckbeak and Sirius escaping together has to be one of the most beautiful things ever. Oh my actual goodness. Okay guys, so last night I did finish Prisoner of Azkaban. Love, absolutely love. This is definitely one of my favorites. I just love all the characters at the end. It just makes my heart so happy. Another 5-star, because they're all gonna be 5 stars. Next up is, of course, this is none other, whoa, this is my first time seeing this cover. That is kind of crazy. So this is, I feel like, the one that I remember the most of, and I have read and seen the movies the most. So this one I'm so excited to start and just see the games again, like the trials. I don't know what they're technically called, but yeah, they're so fun. I think I'm going to start this on audio now, because that's what I've been doing with the other books in the series, because the first like 30-ish% of these books is kind of the same. Gonna listen to that, and then once we get like into the trials and stuff, I'm gonna physically read it. But yeah, I do have a ton of audiobook time coming up for the rest of this week, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna totally audiobook this. I have no clue. I just got to see what the vibe is, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna start listening to this, and I'll update on any thoughts I may have. The main one's just gonna be, I love this. This is life-changing. I was out of town at a Barnes & Noble, and I found these blind boxes. So I opened it, of course. This was in the car, and my parents were driving, and they were actually crashing out over the directions because we were out of state. So this is why I'm voiceovering, but I think it was Victor Crumb, I don't know. Here's what he looks like. He's low-key cute and I want more. And then we got back to the hotel. Literally almost the exact part I was at in the book was on TV on the movies. I was so excited.
This is exactly where I am in the book.
And then I went to bed, and then I woke up the next morning. The same movie was playing in the same spot I was at. I was like, this is so meant to be. Then this is obviously at home, starting the book back again. Hi guys, so it has been a fat minute since I've updated, and really I have not been reading at all. I'm just in like an everything slump right now, and even a book slump. Like I just have no desire to read, even though I'm reading like the best series ever. But I was at a hotel last night out of town, and not last night, 3 nights ago, and the movies were on TV. So I just love being at a hotel, because obviously I don't have a TV in my room, but like being able to like watch something while you're sleeping, if you like wake up a lot, just being able to watch it. Like I woke up, no, literally the 3rd movie was on, and then I was so excited because that's like what I just finished reading, and it was like the beginning, and then I was like, I hope I wake up when we get to like the part with like Sirius and Snape and all that, and Lucius and like the werewolf and like Voldemort and the, what's that called when he makes like the stag form? I don't know, I can't think of that right now, my brain is gone. And I kind of did, and then I fell back asleep. But I also like was gonna wait to watch the movies until I finished all the books. I'm not mad I didn't like watch the whole things. Then next morning they must have stopped the movies for the night, like because it was a little late. I woke up, this was playing, the 4th book, right at the spot I was at. I was so shook. I'm like, what are the odds? Literally, what are the odds? Because I thought they just played throughout the night, but no, when I woke up it was on. So I did watch a little bit past where I read, but obviously I've read and seen this before, and I feel like this is the book that I've watched and read the most. I feel like I'm not super excited for it as like the other ones, but obviously I am still excited because I feel like it's one of my favorites, but also I feel like it's one I've seen the most. Like I want to read the other ones I haven't read as much, you know. But where I'm at now, I'm like here, and they literally just got to Hogwarts, like just got off the train, just said hey what's up to Hagrid, and now they are going to the announcement where the games are going to take place. So yeah, I'm interested to read it, because in the movie, since I just watched it, I remember it was very like fast paced in the sense that the 2 other schools got there, and then that the names got pulled and Harry's name, whatever. But I feel like in this there's like more time and more leading up to like the people putting their names in the cup and whatever. So excited to keep going. I've been audiobooking this, and I feel like hopefully that'll help get me back into reading mood, because just have not had time and or wanted to even pick up a book at all. Like, I scrolled on my phone, played a game for like over an hour today. Like, you could have been reading, babe. With all that being said, hopefully I can lock it now. Why do I look like a ghost? Okay, this lighting is actually terrible. It's like about to storm or something. But I am like 30% through this book and it's going good so far. But I'm still at the point that I just watched on the movie that was randomly on TV the other day. So I'm like excited to get past this. We just had the other two schools arrive at Hogwarts. So I'm excited to watch and read more about like all the people entering the contest and then eventually getting picked. Because in the show, I feel like it was a little fast. Or at least faster than it was in the book. So yeah, I've just been listening because I'm doing a bunch of stuff around the house today, so we're just listening. But I feel like definitely once the competition starts, I want to physically read it because I feel like, especially with what ends up happening with like the portkey at the end, I want to read that so I can like get all the information, you know? I am over 50% now, just barely. We just did the first trial with the dragon. I remember that pretty good. I don't remember if there's the third one or if the second one ends, because obviously what happens. But so what else is going on right now is they just went down to the kitchens and saw Dobby, Winky, and the other elves, and Hermione is obviously like fighting for their rights, which go her, which I don't think that was in the movies. So it's really interesting because she's so passionate about it, and this whole book so far she's been like researching about it and all that. So it's really interesting that's not in the book. So I'm also intrigued to see where that goes because I don't really remember. I do remember SPEW, the acronym, like that rung a bell, but I don't remember where this goes from there. So I'm excited to see. I'm 70% through. We're in the challenge, which isn't in the movie. It's Ginny down there, not Ron. I don't know. Yeah, he's like deciding if he wants to leave with Ron and come back or what. Oh my gosh, I'm stressed to the max. Okay guys, I'm like 70% through, and the chapter I'm at next is Padfoot Returns. So I'm so excited to read this one, and I'm just so obsessed with this book now. I feel like every time we get past the 50% mark in these books, the plot just gets so crazy and I just can't stop reading. Since I'm at this point, I might have to just finish this today. Okay, I'm still in the chapter where they're about to go to Hogsmeade to meet up with Sirius. So excited. I literally love Sirius so much, but I like don't remember much details with that. Also, Snape is obviously somehow good. I can't really remember why. So in this chapter, he just accused Harry of breaking into his office to steal the like leaf stuff he used for the challenge. Well, and I know it was Mad Eye Moody, or Mad Eye Moody is like possessed by someone. What's that one guy's name? Basically, I just can't wait to keep reading, and this is the best experience ever because I don't remember a lot of the details. So it's so fun to relive this and just learn so much more. They're bringing serious food. They had sneaked a dozen chicken legs, a loaf of bread, and a flask of pumpkin juice. Slay. A dozen chicken legs is kind of crazy, but slay. King deserves to eat. Here he is! Buck-a-beak! Don't look at me. Don't look at how I look. But I have like 100 pages left. I'm 80-some% through. I would love to finish it tonight, but I don't know if I will. But where we're at now, the third task is about to start, and Miss Weasley and Bill just got there, literally tearing up when they saw Harry. Like, I love them so much. Also, Neville's family, I completely forgot that his parents, like, what happened with them. I was so shook, and I feel so bad for Neville. Like, he is treated so badly, and then this is going on. I actually feel so bad for him. But yeah, I'm going to get reading now. I'm scared. Like, how can a 10-year-old read this? Like, this is scary. Guys, I'm at the Voldemort and Harry duel, which I remember this part well from the movies, but in the book, I can't remember if it did this, but like Cedric's ghost, may he R.I.P., love him, he's a baddie. And then the old man who was killed in the prologue came out of Voldemort's wand, which I don't remember if that was in the movie, but I really liked that. That's so sweet. It was a real wizard then, the old man said. Killed me that one, did you? Fight him, boy. Ooh, that was kind of aggressive. Bertha Jorkins. Bertha Jorkins in this book is mentioned so much. It was just like a huge Easter egg, I guess. His mom and dad. Okay, maybe I remember that from the movie. Oh. I'm scared for him. Sirius is coming. This dog will be remaining with Harry for a while now. I assure you he is extremely well trained. I'm dead. Dumbledore's so funny. I did not remember that Rita Skeeter was an actual bug and Hermione traps her. That is so funny. I'm actually dead. I love her. Hermione, not Rita. Hi guys, I'm sick right now, so I'm sorry if you can hear that, but I have listened for like 3 hours of this book and I'm only on I made it to page 110 just because lately I haven't been able to listen on my normal speed. Like I'm literally listening to this on like 1.2, which normally I'm like 1.7, 1.6, whatever. I don't know, and that's like any book. It's been weird, but I'm really liking this and I literally, movie, book, remember nothing that has happened so far. We just have gotten more about the Order of the Phoenix and then the Dementors that came to the Dursleys, which I'm loving this Order of the Phoenix content because it's like all my favorite characters like Sirius, Lupin, obviously the core 3, Ron, Hermione, and Harry. The only thing I remember so far is the house elf, what's his name, Creature. I remember him briefly, but I don't remember them being at this house at all really, or anything that's been going on. So it's so fun to really relive this for like the first time because I've been eating it up. I was telling myself that I was gonna take a break and read some other books in between starting this one because like I'm at the point where I have to just binge this series, but I want to also get to other things because like one's like a summer book and I'm so in fall mood, but I want to get it done. But I had a long drive and I was like, what if I just start the audiobook? So I did. Hi guys, it has been a minute, it feels like, for me because I was sick and then I was out of town for a bit, so I've just completely been listening to this and now I am that far in. I literally completely forgot about almost everything in this book, so it's been such a fun time reading it again for the first time. The fact that Ron and Hermione are prefixed, literally I would have never guessed. I did not remember that at all. How Hermione is still into Spew, the house elf like wellness program basically, which I kind of thought that would get dropped after the 3rd book, but she's still going strong with that. I'm like, hell yeah, loving that. The second she was mentioned, I instantly remembered all of my hatred toward this one teacher, Dolores Umber, whatever. Actually cannot stand her, and it is pissing me off how everyone's just like, Voldemort's not back, whatever, and Harry's the only one who is telling people that he's back. And freaking Harry low-key in this one is like slightly pissing me off a bit because he's just so like whiny and just like he's taking his anger out on everyone, which like also he's like a 15-year-old boy, so like yeah, also too like after everything he's been through, like yeah, of course, but just sometimes he's like snaps at Ron and Hermione like they are your ride or dies, just calm down. But like I totally get why he's upset, but that is just annoying me just a little bit. I do have another book I'm in the middle of and I really want to finish that because I have it on Libby right now, so I may see you guys in a while. I just love a chunky Harry Potter book. I could read like double this size and be so happy. But I also appreciate this one, how obviously I love the core 3, Ron, Hermione, and Ron, Hermione, and Ron. Yes, Ron, Harry, and Hermione. But I also like this one, how Neville especially is getting more involved because he just deserves so much better than how people are treating him. And Luna Lovegood too. We're seeing more of Ginny and just all of that. I mean, like even on the back, it's like all of them together. And there is a quote from Neville: "We're coming with you, Harry." Neville. Like I literally love him. If you guys are into like the Harry Potter theories, personally, I'm not smart enough to come up with any, but I saw one on Facebook the other day and it was like that Neville was supposed to be like the Harry Potter. So I would love to learn more about that. And also, I know there's like the Draco fanfic, like just tell me more in the comments please, because after reading this I feel like I'm gonna be scavenging for any other crumbs I can find on the internet. Hi guys, I am like 30% now. I'm at the part where like Ron and Harry are both hiding something from each other. Harry just caught Ron hiding with his broom in the middle of the night. I remember nothing about this. Like, is Ron like joining the Quidditch team? I don't think so. Or is he just practicing? I don't know, but I'm excited to see and keep going. I don't have any theories. And I literally remember nothing about this book, apparently. I mean, I feel like even the 6th and 7th, I remember nothing too. So this is gonna be the best experience ever. We always say we wish we could erase our memories and reread our favorite books again for the first time. That's basically what I'm doing. Not to brag or anything. Please, okay. I severely messed up my elbow today and I was just on it and hi friends. So I've only listened today for like 2 chapters I think, but I made it to chapter 20. We are 47% and I'm gonna turn my lamp on and we're gonna get cozy and we're gonna read until I fall asleep, which probably won't be that long, but maybe I can make it. Hagrid has been gone the whole book and he's finally back. I know he was doing something for the order, but I'm gonna say this again, I don't remember what. This book, I really don't remember what the conflict is at the 50% mark because all these books have like the same structure. The first 25%-ish is maybe less than that. The first like 20-ish% is like Harry with the Dursleys are leading up to Hogwarts, and then you get the traveling scenes, and then you get just like, I'm gonna call it mundane, but it's not mundane, it's very entertaining still, time at Hogwarts. And then like at the 50% mark things start to get crazy, the plot really starts to happen, and I don't remember what it is really in this book, so I'm excited. Also, I love Hagrid, so I hope he's okay because they talked about how he's just injured and has blood and everything. That's where we are at now. What page is it? 420. I love a long Harry Potter book, I really do. I literally love Ron, so they're asking Hagrid what happened because he's very bloody and moving weird. Come off it! You're in a right state. I just want to start saying come off it, even though I won't sound proper. Hagrid, you've been attacked. Like, he's just so wants to get to the bottom of the stuff and is very, I don't know how to put it. He just like wants the people around him to like speak the truth and actually share what happened. And I've remembered this too in Prisoner of Azkaban, him being like this when they were all under the tree. And then, would you say it was nothing if one of us turned up with a pound of mints instead of a face wrong demanded? Like, just making him tell them because he wants to help, obviously. And that is what I love about this series, is how Harry will instantly go tell Ron and Hermione what happened. You know, like, my scar's hurting. He's going to tell them. Whereas in other book series, the main character may just be like, oh yeah, it's nothing. Or like not tell them and think they can do it themselves. But like, he knows he needs them. And I love them so much for that because they're not like holding secrets, and it's really realistic in the sense that they're teenagers, but when there is something between them, it's like this huge deal because it's like dramatic and whatever. I turned my lamp on and we're just gonna have a cozy night. It's 7:30. I feel like I'm not really in a reading mood, but I'm gonna read a bit and try and get in the story and force myself into a reading mood because I want to be. Okay guys, I'm at the Christmas chapter in Order of the Phoenix. They're all back at Sirius's house eating it up. I'm gonna say this again, I don't remember seeing Sirius this much, but since he's one of my favorite characters, I'm eating it up. And right now Harry has to go down to the kitchen and Snape wants to talk to him, and this is like the first Harry and Snape scene that we've got that they've talked outside of school. So obviously I don't remember how this goes, but I'm really excited to see like if he's what he says and how different he is. So I'm so excited. I had to pause the audiobook and come tell you guys that because I'm so excited. It's such a big moment. I'm like 70% now, and freaking Umbridge, she is just the most infuriating character ever. Especially in the movies too, the way she just is portrayed, it's like, oh my god, I want to punch you so bad. They just got caught for having the DA meetings and Dobby just warned them. Now Harry's in Dumbledore's office with everyone. Let's see how this goes. Dumbledore's leaving. Harry is in his lesson with Snape right now and about to look into the pensive that has his like thoughts of it. Why is everyone in this book so mean to certain characters? Like Neville always gets bullied. Well, just Draco's just mean to everybody. But and then James, Sirius, and Lupin, like with Snape now, I'm just like, little do you know, Snape reacted so fast as if he's been expecting an attack. Who made him feel like that? Literally. Like, why are we going 2v1? Well, and Wormtail now. Why is James Loki an ass? Okay, they both are. This is so sad, listening to them like bully him. They're so mean. Shout out Lily. I literally love Fred and George so much. Special discounts to all students who swear they're gonna use our products to get rid of this old bat. Dead. I love them. Okay, I don't really have anything to say, but I do have a progress update. I am on page 676. I really want to finish it today, which is like kind of a big ask considering the week I've had and just day. So this is how much I have left, which yes, that is 2/3 of a normal book, but for a book this size, that's like almost done. So I'm so excited. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really excited because always at the end of this book, like something big happens, just like kind of battle wise or plot advancing. I don't remember what it is. I do, obviously the cover shows them writing the, I forget what they're called, and then the back also. So I'm really excited to see what that is. I feel like this video is just me being like the whole time. I'm so excited to see what's happening because I don't remember. But with the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th book, I don't remember, partly because the plot gets deeper, obviously, and also there gets to be more characters. And I feel like when little 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old Katelyn was reading this, she didn't understand, like especially with the Deathly Hallows, I definitely feel like I just didn't understand anything, whereas now I'm able to understand it fully. But also, I mean, I have also read and watched this before, so I'm really excited because we are just on the books that I remember the least and the movies I remember the least too. So this just feels like I'm reading this for the first time, which is insane, and I wish I was. And I just keep pushing other books off to finish this because I'm loving it so much, and I really am liking this one because of all the other characters we're getting, like Remus and Sirius. They're like 2 of my favorites, but also we're getting the fucking bitch Umbridge, so freaking there's that too. She just pisses me off. I'm gonna keep listening, and I'm so excited.
Your exams for you. His voice trembled and broke.
Guys, I feel like I'm kind of at the turning point because Harry just had the vision of Sirius being tortured by Voldemort. I don't remember what book it's in. All I know is that I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. I'm really scared. I have like 120 pages left, so I will not be finishing it tonight, but I will be finishing this chapter because oh my god. Also, is Creature's been sus, Sirius's house elf? I kind of feel like I remember him being bad or evil because he has a picture of Bellatrix, and obviously she escapes Azkaban and is a Death Eater, so I'm wondering if Creature's bad, but I don't know. I was finding my place in the book from the Kindle and I caught a glimpse of something. Curious to see how that turns around. Let's do it. Oh god. Whenever you get like past the 65% mark of these books, you just can't stop because it gets so crazy and emotional. That's where I'm at now, but I have to sleep. Hermione telling Harry that he's like a superior complex, like a saving people thing. Not the time, girly pop, but love you. How do 10-year-olds read this? She's literally gonna do the Cruciatus curse on him. This woman is my biggest op ever. Oh my god. Hermione's so smart. I love her. They're leading her to the giant. Oh my god. This picture of them has me. It is time to finish the book. I have just about 100 pages left. Look at that little sliver. I'm scared. I'm actually terrified. We're gonna do it together though. If it is what I'm thinking, prepare to see some tears because I'm even more attached now. Chapter 34, The Department of Mysteries. Literally, I love Neville so much. So brave. Neville, I literally love him. Oh my god. Wait. Albus Dumbledore. Neville, like, you're okay. Don't be sorry. Was Sirius Black a friend of yours? Bellatrix, I swear to God. Wait. Baby's first Crucio spell. Oh my god. He's not going to be happy with you. Oh my god. Your dear old mate Voldemort knows it's gone. He's here? Oh shit. I'm so stressed. Shout out Fox. I feel like I say that wrong. Fox. I don't know. Pussy. Voldemort, Loki chickened out. Phineas Nigellus did not know that Sirius was dead, but Harry could not tell him to say it aloud would make it final. Absolutely irrevocable. It like hasn't hit me yet. Like I'm still like, oh, he's gonna come back. No, babe. You've been knowing this for like 10 years, but I'm still like, no, he's gonna come back. Be so for real. Harry's crashing out right now, and I'm like, dude, so valid. By all means, continue destroying my possessions. I dare say I have too many. He would walk perhaps from portrait to portrait, calling for Sirius through the house. Genuinely, all of this is Creature's fault. Literally, this whole day, all his fault. I'm gonna drop kick him. I'm gonna find his ass and I'm gonna drop kick him. I mean, there were definite warning signs. Ugh. Now Creature just injured Buckbeak. Dumbledore just always has so many quotes. Indifference and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. Like, he's defending Creature even though Creature low-key, you know. It's time for the prophecy. Oh wait, those prophecy could have applied to 2 wizard boys, both born at the end of July that year. Neville. There is this theory going around that Neville was the chosen one, like Harry is, and that Dumbledore used the time turner to switch that because he like lived through this and then realized that Harry should be it. Dumbledore said too in this chapter, I've watched you more intently than you could ever know, Harry. I need to like look up more info on this theory once I'm done with the full series because that's really interesting. Just found the use it if you need me serious package. Are you kidding me? Why did I tear up again when the order members are waiting for them at the platform? Use the Felly phone. Okay, as we saw, I did finish Order of the Phoenix, and I didn't love this as much as I thought I would. It's definitely still a 5-star, but I feel like the action really did not happen until the last little bit of the book, and I feel like it could have been drug out a bit more, but I still obviously loved it so much. And yeah, literally remembered absolutely nothing about this, especially the big like battle at the end. Literally had no clue. But I'm going to put a pause on starting the second book until probably the end of this week. I'm filming for my fall reading vlog, which you guys saw a while ago probably, so I have another book for that. And I like don't want to say it because I don't know for sure if it's happening yet, but I feel like everything's aligning and it might happen. If you guys didn't know, there is a very select few amount of Harry Potter stores in the United States. I think there's like 3. There's one in Chicago. I think it's the newest one. And I might, it's not set in stone, but I might be in Wisconsin somewhere a little, it's like 2 hours in Milwaukee, like 2 hours ish from Chicago. So we may do it. We may go to the Harry Potter store. I'm not gonna get my hopes up yet, and this may just be cut out, but if we do go, I'm going to shit my pants. So yeah, I'm not gonna speak on it yet because it's not set in stone, and I feel like every time I get my hopes about something, it doesn't happen. So I'm gonna wait to start the 6th book because I do want to give the Ellen book the justice it deserves. And also, I feel like with the way it ended, this one, I'm not like super, like I have to read it right now, whereas all the other ones I did. I'm just gonna be depressed reading the 6th one because obviously with everything that happened with Sirius and Harry's gonna be going through it, like I'm gonna be depressed too. And also, like, do I really want to read about the Dursleys again soon? Ugh. Pausing on this, and I will update you guys when I start the next one or when we're at the actual freaking Harry Potter store. I'm gonna freak out if I think about it more. Hello Harry Potter besties. So I'm like about 20% of this book. Harry just got to the burrow and he just went on this like little side quest with Dumbledore to talk the professor into teaching at the school. I just picked up a physical copy and I was like, this low-key kind of thin, like this is kind of thin, because I just finished this book. They're literally the same size, and this is like 430 pages. I looked, Harry Potter's 650, which these books are just formatted differently because in my like original hardcovers, Goblet of Fire is the thickest, I think, but in this 5th one is, I think. I'm gonna get into this. I can't believe I'm already this far into it. I've literally read only like 3 chapters and listened to it for a bit. I think I'm so excited to get back into this, but also I'm scared because I don't want it to be over. I'm gonna get back into Harry Potter. That was a good noise. I'll come back with updates. Oh, but this one, it starts off in the different POVs, which the first one, low-key, was so boring. Like, I was listening to it in the car. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep. And normally I put on audiobooks to not fall asleep in the car, but yeah, this was the other minister. That was brutal to listen to, kind of. Honestly, the prime minister and then the new minister of magic were like talking, and it's just like a huge info dump, and I'm like, I don't care. Because that's kind of how these start. It's like just retelling everything a little bit. But then the chapter that was Snape, Malfoy's wife, and then Bellatrix was really interesting. Oh, this chapter I kind of wanted to read on camera because Draco's detours. I'm assuming Draco is in it, and after getting somewhat a glimpse into the manacled alchemist, I'm really interested to now observe him more, I guess, since I'm gonna read that after this, because you know they could be sprinkling these crumbs in. I'll come back and see if there's any Draco lore, I guess. Bro, I don't know, like the Draco's just like, why? I don't get it. None of us is supposed to go wandering around on our own anymore. Yeah, except for the fact that his mother and father are Death Eaters. Hi guys, I am 38% through the Half-Blood Prince. We just got Dumbledore and Harry's first lesson together where they went into the memory, and it was like Voldemort's grandpa, and then we saw a little bit of his parents. And what also got revealed is that, so Dumbledore's hand is dead basically, and he had the Slytherin house ring on that hand, and Harry just put that together. I don't remember the full extent of his hand. Hi guys, I have an update. I have not honestly picked this up in like a week or so, but I am almost 40% through, which is kind of crazy. I'm just so excited for the plot to get going more because it's gonna get crazy. So far, all that's really happened is Harry got the Half-Blood Prince's potion notebook book and has been like using that to make the potions, and he just tried one of these spells that the Half-Blood Prince, aka Snape, made up, which this is just so interesting because obviously the first time I read this, I remember hating Snape, and now knowing what I do, I am kind of taking in everything that he does differently and really analyzing this. So learning kind of about his history when he was in school through this has been really interesting. I think I already talked about this, but Harry and Dumbledore's first lesson together, we got that, and he has another one scheduled for Monday, and it looks like that is the start of the next chapter. So I'm really excited to see that because I just remember those being one of like my favorite parts of this book, especially when they go kind of like here. But yeah, it's literally like the pictures on this book, them with the pensive. That freaking thing has just been so telling this entire book, the pensive, because Harry fell into it and saw Snape's past memory of Snape literally being bullied by his father, which, justice for Snape, James was an ass to him. And I feel like that was like a big moment for Harry too, because he was like, ooh, my dad's low-key kind of might be what people say about him. And then also all of Dumbledore's memories and whatnot. So I'm excited to see what this next one is because I remembered absolutely nothing about the first one, how we saw Voldemort's grandparents and then his parent and like learned where he came from and more about that family. I'm excited to keep going. I'm going to listen to it now because I've just been in such an audiobook mood. I'm doing a diamond dot painting recently and I'm out of Spotify hours, and I'm listening to these all on the Hoopla app. I don't know if I talked about that much, but the Hoopla app, that's where I've been listening. This is not sponsored, obviously. That's where I've been listening to all of these because for some reason Hoopla is also through the library, but Libby app does not even have the audiobooks available for me to borrow of this series, but the Hoopla app does, even though it's literally both from the same library. Okay, I lied. They do have. There was one of them they didn't have. I'm just using the Hoopla app because there's no weights ever on it. So reminder, if you're reading a series, whether that's like ebook or whatever, check the Hoopla app as well because they might have it. Did I show you guys what I got from Harry Potter World? Okay. Hang on, we can talk about that. Okay, so that was a really good experience. I was so happy to go there. I was kind of being rushed by who I was with. We won't get into that, but whatever. So I wasn't able to spend as much time there as I wanted to, but it was still an amazing time, and I wish that I could go back so bad, and maybe I will someday. But I'm keeping the bag because I have like a scrapbook that I started at the beginning of the year and haven't updated since, so I'd love to put that in there. I wanted a bookmark for sure. The only ones they had were these like scarf ones, so I actually need to put this in my book. I thought these were fun. Oh, it's cute. And then I love keychains. I got this one, which this is what sparked my topic because it's a love potion one. And they were talking about the love potions in this book because Slughorn is the new potions teacher, and the way he's kind of doing class is he's like the best potion is awarded a vial of, I think it was the love potion. I'm just like sought after hard to make potions at the class once. So I'm really excited for this. I do have my dream purse coming in the mail next week, it should be. So I've been waiting to put this on that till I got it. And then I got another one because this I actually want a tattoo of, the winged keys, and I had this sitting on my floor and I either stepped on it or something got moved on it, whatever, so it didn't break. So I'm a little upset about that, but I mean, I'm gonna try and super glue it maybe, but it's like this, but the wings came off. So I mean, just the key is still cute, but I'll try and super glue this back, but I don't know how it'll work because it's metal, or I can order another one, whatever. I'm just a little disappointed with this because I didn't even get to use it yet. Yeah, so if you're in Chicago, I definitely recommend going because it was just such a vibe to be in there, and I didn't get to go to like the cafe and the butterbeer that I have, but that would be super great as well. And they just had so much cute stuff. They had stuff by houses, they just had like general merch, and they had, I really want one of the, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. They are introduced in this book at Fred and Weasley's joke shop. I can't think of what it's called, but I'll put a picture. A Pigglypuff? I should have got one of those. Like, I just want to go back so bad. It was such a good experience. I was so happy to be there. I'm going to keep listening and come back with more updates because there's no way I can stop now, with the next chapter being Dumbledore's lesson with Harry. Harry just saw Ginny and Dean kissing and he's jealous. And this whole time there's been like little Easter eggs. Like, he's like, we didn't get to meet up with Ginny at Hogsmeade. I'm like, bro, you've had so many opportunities. So many. Okay, I am like, actually it might tell me. I am 47 of the way through, and where we're at now, we are getting the classic, the every book Hermione and Ron fight. All because they are jealous that the other person has kissed in the past. In Ron's case, Hermione kissed Crumb freaking 2 books ago. He's mad about that, and then Hermione's mad because Ron and Lavender, or what's her name? Yeah, Lavender. Him and Lavender are like just kissing 24/7, and Hermione's jealous. So she sent the yellow birds on Ron. Actually, so funny. Jealous queen. They just need to figure their shit out because them being mad at each other is valid but so annoying. It's like, guys, you are ruining this trio right now, and y'all got so much to come up ahead, you know? I'm going to keep listening for a bit and see what happens now. I think we're like 1 chapter away from the ball. And we're finally getting the one with love potions in it. Like, all the girls are planning to give Harry one. And then he was like to Hermione, well, why didn't you confiscate them? Like, bro. Okay, it is Christmas at the Weasley's house, which I just love them so much. And the Burrow just, I just love it. Like, Mrs. Weasley, she's such a sweetheart and I love her so much. They're talking about Tonks, and this whole book she's been like sus. So I'm really curious what's going on there, but Lupin was like, but Tonks has got her own family to go to, hasn't she? Like, talking about spending Christmas. And Miss Weasley was like, maybe, period. I got the impression she was planning to spend Christmas alone, actually. Really curious what's going on there. Oh, and her Patronus changed. Is someone pretending to be her? Is it Bellatrix? Wait. Did I just remember something or make that up? It looked big and it had 4 legs. Serious? But, and then Lupin said, sometimes a great shock, an emotional upheaval. I don't know. We'll see. Hi guys, I am 62% through Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and we just got this scene where Ron was poisoned accidentally, which that's just a lot to unpack because it goes from the love potion to Slughorn healing him to then the drink being spiked with the poison. So there's just a lot to unpack there. I'm really interested to learn more about that. Slughorn's just such a prominent character right now because Harry's trying to get out of him what the Horcruxes are, and also now this. Does this happen with all the books? Like, once we get to like the 50 to 60%, the book just starts picking up and going super fast. I mean, even at the start of the last couple of chapters, it's been like the weather's changed from whatever to whatever, and now we're in March. Like, we've just jumped time-wise too. It's now to the point where I can't stop listening, and it's getting good, and it is crunch time because this is the second to last book and I'm getting scared. Gonna stop for the night and we'll see when I pick this up next. I've just been audiobooking it mostly. Hi guys, good morning. I'm 67, no one even say it, % through the book, and where we're at now, Harry and Dumbledore just had their little meeting, and Dumbledore showed Harry the last 2 memories he has of Voldemort. It was really interesting, and Dumbledore said off the bat that he doesn't have the answers of what everything properly means, but it's very interesting how Voldemort came back to get the defense against the dark art job, and then after that, Dumbledore even says that they haven't been able to keep a dark arts teacher for over a year after that. Really interested to learn more about that, and also how Slughorn's memory comes into play, because I know it's about the Horcruxes, and I know Harry and Dumbledore like go find them or something, but I don't remember much more than that. Gonna keep going. I would love to finish this today. I think I have like 200 more pages left. I've said this so many times in this, but once you get to this point in the book, like past the 50% mark, they just fly. And I'm wondering if this is the one, if this is the book that Dumbledore dies in. I kind of think it is, but I don't remember, and I'm not ready for that, because especially after this reread, I just love that man so much and feel just, he's just so smart, and it just all comes through when you reread the books, I feel like, because maybe when I read them for the first time I didn't fully understand, but now I mostly fully understand, and I'm like, bro, this guy is literally so smart, and he is sacrificing so much for everything. That's where we're at now. I'll come back if I have any other thoughts. I am about to finish the book. Literally, look at that sliver. I'm on page 254 out of 652, so I have just under 100 pages left, and where we're at now, Dumbledore is taking Harry to go to that cave Horcrux and find it. So I'm getting nervous, and I just feel like something about this series is it doesn't like feel rushed when you're reading it, but like when you look at the percent of the book we've read versus to actual like deep shit happening, we got 100 pages left, and this is 500 pages, and stuff is just now happening. I mean, obviously we've had such a big build up to it, but like actual missions take so long to actually get to in this series. With that being said, when you're reading it, it doesn't feel rushed. So that's just my one thing, because I just feel like I've been reading this book forever and haven't been super motivated to pick it up, probably because it's taken this long to get to the actual plot. I love this book so much, and I am scared to finish it. I'm getting anxious. Let's keep going, because we also have the whole like Malfoy plotline that Harry has low-key been pissing me off with. He just is so obsessed with this man, Malfoy, and literally he's being sus, but it's just like, chill, you know? Before I can finish it on my Kindle, I am remembering what happens when they drink the potion that's the Horcruxes in. Oh my god, this is gonna be so hard to read. I love Dumbledore. I'm scared, and I'm 21 years old reading this, not an 11-year-old. Don't make me stop. Literally stop. Seeing Dumbledore in pain, actually. Oh! He's trying to give Dumbledore lake water. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. Literally, who lets 10-year-olds read this series? There's so much emotional damage. I am not gonna be okay. I'm not. I don't think I am. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, is it time? No. Oh god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. The freaking dark mark was just made over the school, and Dumbledore is hurt. Guys, I'm at the part it's gonna happen. Oh my god. What if I just DNF'd this book right now and didn't have to read this, you know? You know? Dumbledore caring about Malfoy saying mudblood. Please do not use that offensive word in front of me. You said Dumbledore. Malfoy gave a harsh slash. You care about me saying mudblood when I'm about to kill you? Yes, I do, said Dumbledore. Period. Rosmerta saw me leaving and she tipped you off using your coin, I'm sure. That's right, but she said you were just going for a drink. You'd be back. Dumbledore. Well, I certainly did have a drink. Why is he always so funny and so just like serious and badass too? I love this man. What if I just didn't read this page? I'm DNFing. Absolutely foul quote. Oh my god. First of all, Fang is inside of a burning house right now. Second of all, we need to unpack a lot. I'll be back. I need a minute. Kill me like you killed him, you coward. Don't! Screamed Snape. His face was suddenly demented, inhuman, as though he was in so much pain, as the yelping, howling dog stuck in the burning. Call me a coward, bro. This man really needs a redemption arc because this is terrible. And I know he gets one, but I just don't remember how. But oh my lord. Buckbeak is attacking Snape now. Hell yeah, he needs a little something. Harry's about to tell Hagrid. Oh my god. Oh god. I remember nothing about this. Who the hell is R.A.B.? What? I'm shocked. Oh my god. Guys, I finished it. The 6th Harry Potter. Oh my god. I am so excited to start the 7th one because I feel like the most plot heavy and so much has to happen. So I don't remember that because I was a kid when I read it and didn't understand it fully. I'm so excited but scared to read it as an adult and understand more. So yeah, it is 10:30 and I'm gonna go to bed and wake up and it's gonna be my birthday. Hi guys, I don't remember if I've updated yet, but I have officially started the Deathly Hallows. I think this is the one, this is the 3rd book, Prisoner of Azkaban, I am most excited for because I feel like this one, it gets more plot heavy and Prisoner of Azkaban also kind of. I am really liking this so far. It has been action-packed from the beginning to the end, whereas kind of the start of all the other books has been a little slower, but this one, stuff is going on and it is insane. I keep forgetting this is a spoiler. It starts off, Harry gets transported from the Dursleys to the Weasleys' house, and Voldemort knows about it because, as in the prologue, Snape told them. I just remember nothing about Snape's, I remember him being good, but I don't remember the details of how it ends and everything. So that's something that I'm really focusing on in this reread. The whole thing is really analyzing everything that Snape does. Really just interested in all of that. But where we're at now, Mad-Eye Moody died, which that actually is so sad. I love him so much. We just had Fleur and Bill's wedding, and I just remember that in the movie how it was portrayed just so beautifully, whereas in the book I picture it just a random tent in the yard, but in the movie, putting it visually like that, now I can picture it so much better and more magical. And the Death Eaters just came to the wedding, and now Harry, Hermione, and Ron are on their adventure, which this is just something I am so excited to read about because the trio is just my favorite thing ever, especially Hermione. She's so smart, and I love reading about smart mastermind characters like that. They're talking to Auntie Muriel, and she was telling them how Dumbledore actually grew up in Godric's Hollow near where Harry's parents did, and so Harry is even more set to go back there, which, kind of thinking about this, it's crazy that he has never been back there besides from when he was 1 and that's where he died, but it makes sense because obviously the Dursleys wouldn't take him. I'm scared for him because it's gonna be so, I am super excited to keep going. This is the book I'm most excited for, and I'm getting to the point where I'm so excited to watch the movies because I'm starting to actually edit this now and kind of relive some of my reactions in the books again, and I'm just I cannot wait to watch the movies. I just want to have a day to binge them all. That would be the best day ever, but I don't think my schedule will allow that. I'm gonna keep listening. I'm probably gonna do my diamond dots for a bit now. I'm so excited. Kreacher was the one who had to test the potion where Voldemort put the locket. Oh my god. I had no recollection of that. Holy crap. This is so good.
As your ex defense against the
You guys, this is easily the most addicting and fast-paced book of the series so far. I am having such a hard time putting it down. I've been putting off doing some work for like an hour now because I just can't stop listening. Like, it is so good. Hi guys, so I am somehow 32%. Okay, no, that's actually insane. I came on here to be like, I'm 32%, I don't know how, and it just hit me even more that I don't know how. I'm so confused because this book is 759 pages. I'm on page 246, chapter 13, which this book especially has gone so fast. Genuinely am concerned and confused on how I'm 32%. Like, I feel like I've read like 3 chapters, but it's safe to say this is so good. I think this is going to dethrone Prisoner of Azkaban as my favorite, and that is crazy because I love Sirius and Lupin so much, which Lupin was in this one, but he's having his like little mentee bee crash out session because Tonks is pregnant, which congrats. I'm so glad I finally figured out what was going on with her because it was bugging me. Anyway, also we are getting Creature's redemption arc. I literally thought he was evil this whole time. I thought he was like secretly evil because now he's like cooking them dinner and everything. I'm like, okay. So I'm at the scene where they are going into the Ministry of Magic to see if Umbridge has the lock-in. Umbridge is my #1 op in this series. I hate her so much, so I am just not excited for her to be back on the page, but I am absolutely loving this. I'm not even like saying this. This is like one of the best books I've ever read. Obviously I'm giving these all 5 stars, but this is like truly the most addicting and fast-paced and just suspenseful best book ever. I cannot wait to keep reading this. I have been so busy these last couple of days. I haven't had much time, so it's been so hard to put this down whenever I stop. Also Snape got announced as the headmaster, which, do they go back to Hogwarts at all this one? Why do I feel like, I mean, the battle is there, but other than that I don't remember.
Guys, we literally have so much to catch up on. I am like 50% through it now, and I just read the chapter where Ron comes back, first of all, after he left Hermione and Harry, and then the Silver Doe comes and leads Harry to the sword in the middle of the lake. Which, if we did not remember, whose Patronus is that? It's Snape's. It is freaking Severus Snape's. I was trying to find where that was revealed and I couldn't figure it out. I feel like it was in maybe the prologue of the 6th book, but I couldn't find it. I can't remember for sure. Maybe it hasn't even been revealed yet. Anyways, all I know is that it is Snape's Patronus, so his redemption arc has officially started. And I'm so excited because I just need to learn and remember more about what he was all doing, because this man is the #1 double agent ever. This book has just been so action-packed from beginning to the end. I mean, they have just been in a tent for like the last 20-ish, 25%, but it's still interesting. It is still interesting. I'm just so excited. I'm at the chapter now where it is Xenophilius Lovegood. That's the title of it, so I'm assuming they're gonna go talk to Luna's dad, and I am just gonna keep going. I want to binge this so bad. It is so hard to take breaks from this book. But also Harry's wand breaking. Crazy stuff. And then literally, of course when Ron is on his way back to them, he picked up another wand. Like, bro, of course. And can we circle back to when they were all in the tent together, and then Dean Thomas and the goblins and the other guys were outside it and they heard them? I get why they didn't like reveal themselves, but like also I was like, do it, guys, do it, you should. So I'm wondering if we will circle back to that, because why do I feel like I remember they have to go to Gringotts in this? Maybe I made that up. I don't know. I'm so excited.
Oh my god. I'm on the Malfoy Manor chapter. This is like the most stressed I've ever been. Oh my god. Dobby to the rescue. But like also shout out to Draco for like not being like, that's Harry Potter, that's Ron, that's Hermione, you know? Harry calling in his life debt to Wormtail like a boss. Oh my god. god, I forgot this happened now. Dobby died. I'm like 65, maybe even more percent through this book, and I just don't want it to end, but I also need this video to be up. Today's Thursday and I wanted it up Sunday, but honestly I don't want to rush editing or reading this because this is like seriously the best book I've ever read. I just don't understand how someone could come up with this whole concept like Harry Potter. This level of like emotional damage too. It's like, ouch. Yeah, still not okay with Dobby. I don't know, I feel like it was a little shorter of a scene than I remembered, but still, ow. So yeah, I am so scared but excited to keep going. Wish me luck, everybody. Wish me luck. Guys, I think it might be time. I don't want it to be time though. I think I have like about 100-ish pages left. I don't know, I'm gonna look, but I'm scared because I don't want it to be over. We just got to the part where Harry, Ron, and Hermione are inside Hogwarts thanks to Neville, which Neville's character growth is something so beautiful because he goes from being like a nervous, scared, anxious person, and then he's leading the freaking DA in Hogwarts right under Snape and the two Death Eaters their noses, and like he just has so much character growth and I actually love him. Okay, I'm on page 576 and okay, so I have like 200 pages left. I don't know if I want to like try and finish it now or if I want to wait. I'm scared. We can't tell you we've got to do it alone. Why? Asked Neville. Because Dumbledore left the three of us the job. We're his army, Dumbledore's army. We are all in it together. Uh-oh. Period for Harry for protecting McGonagall. Oh my god. Potter, that was very foolish. He spat at you. Oh my god. Where would it be lost for centuries in? The room of requirements. Percy coming back. Oh my god, I could cry over literally everything about this book right now. Ron being the one to remind them that the house elves are still here. Oh my god, Hermione actually probably just heart burst. Oh my gosh. I said that actually before Hermione kissed him. Oh my god, I love that. The ghost of his last laugh still etched upon his face. Guys, Snape has to know Harry's here. Oh my god. And Snape's like, let me go get Harry, let me go get Harry. Bro, I know you're actually trying to protect him. Snape is staring at Nagini too. Oh, Voldemort wants Snape to have the Elder Wand because he killed Dumbledore. Oh my god. Oh my god, so he wants to kill him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh fuck, Nagini's going with him. What's coming out of his mouth? It's blue liquid? Harry knew what it was, but did not know what to do. What is it? He dies like that? Oh my god, I don't remember that. Guys, it's time to do the thing that I've been putting off for literally like 6 months since I've been reading this. I think I started this in July. It's freaking November now. And that is finish the Deathly Hallows. I want to, obviously, because I want to see how everything ends, and then also whatever, since I'm gonna read Manacled or Alchemized next. I don't want it to be over. I really don't, especially this book because this one's just so good. So I think I have just under 100 pages left, but it's starting to get to the point where this video literally has to go up or it's never gonna. Let's do it, I guess. Who was gonna remind me that Remus dies? I've literally been worried about that this entire series. I'm like, please no, please no. I'm literally such an idiot. The silver that was coming out of Snape is his thoughts for the pensive. Oh my god. This is so much worse. I'm not ready. Oh my god, and Harry is about to go look at them. I'm already crying. I'm already crying. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh god. I'm already too emotionally unstable and this is not helping. Nothing that even Snape had left him could be worse than his own thoughts. Nothing's even happened yet, I'm just already... I only came here out because Mary told me you were threatening to sleep here. I would have done. I never...
Literally, how do 10-year-olds read this? Harry stood in Dumbledore's office and something was making a terrible sound like a wounded animal. Snape was slumped forward in a chair and Dumbledore was standing over him. I thought... Oh my god. Oh god, I'm not doing. Oh my god. The way that Snape's Patronus is a doe because he loved Lily so much, I will cry about that for many nights. Many nights. After all this time, always, I'm getting an always tattoo. I can't open my eyes, I can't read more. Oh my god. See, I knew all this, but I didn't know it was this deep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hagrid's here. Narcissa asking Harry if Draco's still alive and then proclaiming Harry dead. Slay. God, I love Neville. Oh my god. I love Neville. Oh my god. Hagrid's shouting for Harry. Oh my god. Love him. Creature, I'm crying. He storms out of the kitchen and is like, fight, fight, fight for my master, defender of house elves, fight the Dark Lord in the name of brave Regulus, fight. Why did for some reason I think he was evil? Like, what am I thinking of? I love Mrs. Weasley so much. Oh my god. Snape's Patronus was a doe, the same as my mother's, because he loved her for nearly all of his life, from the time when they were children. You should have realized. He asked you to spare her life, didn't he? And I'm crying again. All I'm saying is that I don't know if Harry should have named one of his sons James. Remus would have been better. Anytime Snape's name dropped, I will cry. Albus Severus. You were named for 2 headmasters of Hogwarts. One of them was a Slytherin, and he was probably the bravest man I ever knew. Yep, he was. God, I love Ron. He's still the same self 19 years later in that blog. Guys, it's over. This is so sad. I don't want to film this because I don't want it to be over, but I unfortunately do have to get this video up. Going into this reread, I was so excited because I knew I didn't remember anything, specifically details. I mean, I remember the basic of every book, and I know he has to get the freaking Sorcerer's Stone in this one and whatever, but I didn't remember, especially all the Voldemort, how it all tied in together. The Horcruxes, the Deathly Hallows. I didn't even remember what the freaking Deathly Hallows were. So that was what I was really excited to relive, and also just learn more about Dumbledore and Snape and Sirius, which I feel like that is what I really got out of this reread, is very deep attachment to these characters who freaking died. So yeah, that was fun. Well, especially Sirius. The Order of the Phoenix, I remembered almost nothing about this book, especially the beginning, how it starts where they're at Sirius's house for such a long time, and there is so much Sirius and Lupin content in this book, and that is why this is probably one of my favorites, honestly, which we'll get into, because I got to see some of my favorite characters being Sirius and Lupin. Seeing them again, it made it so much more emotional just to learn more about them, and I just loved that part of it so much. This just has the best characters ever. Watching Snape from this little minuscule little book, which is just crazy. I remembered that he was in love with Lily, but I didn't remember that it went as deep as it went and that they kind of grew up together. So seeing that again actually hurt
so bad, and watching him from the beginning of the book, I was like, I really don't know if I'm gonna end up liking him at the end. Like, I know he's good, but like I didn't remember how good and like why and how deep it went. Going in the pensive in the Deathly Hallows and looking at Snape's memories, that was my favorite part of the entire book series. And also I actually could still tear up, and when I watched the first movie, I'm gonna see Snape and I'm gonna start crying. I know it. Just seeing that was so beyond beautiful, and there is just so much to unpack there, which I won't get into, but just I am booking the tattoo appointment, guys. It's gonna happen in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going on a little trip and then I have to be gone for a bit, whatever, so it's gonna happen after that. Oh, there's just so much meaning behind that, like always. Oh my god, what a word, what a freaking word. Yeah, hands down my favorite part of the entire series. With that being said, should we do a mini wrap up, I guess? The first book, this cover is so beautiful. I'm so glad I found this box set. You guys, always check little secondhand sites like Mercari, Pingo Books, Thrift Books. Always check those. You can find so much good stuff. Not even just books, I mean like anything, but whatever. Anyways, such a good find. The Sorcerer's Stone. This book, the first two, especially the plot, it's just like whatever. It's nothing crazy, but this one I actually did really enjoy seeing Harry when he was so young and like seeing him see Hogwarts for the first time. It was so beautiful. Even like this mirror, everything leads up to book 7. Everything does. Everything leads up. Everything has a meaning. This mirror, he asked Dumbledore what he saw in the mirror. Dumbledore didn't like tell him, but in the 7th book they talked about it. That's the 5th book, but whatever. There's just so many Easter eggs, and even now after reading the 7th book I want to go back again and find more Easter eggs, but I can't do it. It literally took me 6 months. The second one, this one, the thing that stood out to me the most, my favorite part, is the Burrow house. Getting to see the Burrow for the first time and getting more connected to the Weasleys. I love them so much, and that is one of my favorite settings in this whole series, is the Burrow. It is just such a beautiful representation of families, and I love them so much. This one is another amazing story because we get introduced to Sirius, and I feel like this one is really the turning point because everything starts to happen. I really liked seeing in this one more of the classes a little bit, like especially, I mean, it's on the back, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Lupin teaching it. I love him so much, and I liked seeing his lessons because they were actually like good. I actually did really enjoy seeing them in classes in these books, and then we honestly kind of lost that after the 4th book, which I'm not mad about. Goblet of Fire, another great time. This is really also the turning point. There's so many turning points in this story. This one was fun. I liked the trials. Honestly, I'm a little bit sick of this book because, as I've said throughout this video, this was the one I have seen the most. I just know most of what happens really good. This time around, I was more so invested in the other ones that I have not read as much, kind of like the 5th through 7th. Those are the ones that I was more invested in because I didn't remember as much from them. Such a unique one because you get the trials and everything. I really liked seeing the others school and Hagrid's little romance. King deserves the world. Book 5. Thing that stands out the most for this one, Sirius dying, actually, I still can't talk about it. I haven't even processed. Neville really starts to get out of his shell in this one, and also just their friend group kind of grows a bit. Like Luna, Neville, on the back, Neville's quote, "We're coming with you, Harry." It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful, and that was one of my favorite things about this one. The Half-Blood Prince. Dumbledore's death, actually, but like, it's how he wanted. He literally told Snape, this is how it's gonna happen, and it happened. It happened. It was fine. This one, I loved Harry's meetings with Dumbledore, seeing the memories through the pensive and how they had to interpret. Really, I just loved all the Dumbledore screen time in this book. The Deathly Hallows, I already talked about it. Snape's story is just so beautiful in this book, and it is so sad that everything he had to go through, it sounded like his parents were at home. The girl he was in love with, freaking so down bad for, married this James guy who low-key seemed like an asshole. That is a couple thoughts into them, so I think we should rank them. Number 1. Number 2, turning back the time in this, beautiful, stunning. And I would pick the rest. Those 2 are locked. The rest I don't know for sure. I think this is the order. Number 7, Chamber of Secrets. Number 2, Sorcerer's Stone. Number 3, The Goblet of Fire, simply because I've just seen it too much. Just a little over it, you know. 4, Half-Blood Prince. 5, am I going in backwards? 4, The Half-Blood Prince. 3, Order of the Phoenix, simply for the Sirius and Lupin content in the house. 2, Prisoner of Azkaban. And number 1, The Deathly Hallows. This is my ranking. Please, I would literally love for you guys to comment your rankings down below, and I would love to see where we align. And honestly, this isn't set. Maybe I'd love to change it. So I would just love to also hear what your favorite book slash movie is. Let me know down below, and I would love to talk about it with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you watched the entire 2 hours of this, you're a trooper. You're a real one.